What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the Down in the Dirt podcast, where we are getting dirty talking baseball. I'm your host, Carson Lee, and we're back for the first episode of 2024. I hope everybody had a happy new year. I hope you guys were safe, got to spend a lot of time with family over the holidays, and heading into 2024, I hope you guys have set some big goals for yourself. I, for one, not only have big goals for myself, but let me tell you guys, the true secret to having any kind of success, don't worry about these New Year's resolutions that everybody creates and sets for themselves, and then they get a month or 2 months in, and they've already failed at those resolutions because they come up to the first sign of failure or hardship, and they just completely give up. The secret, guys, is creating a disciplined life and routine for yourself, and then just ultimately working hard at the end of the day. I promise, if you make that your recipe for the 2024 calendar year, you truly focus on getting 1% better. You have just a few tasks you got to complete every single day to set yourself forward. That's how you're going to start to see that consistent progress that you're looking for. So let's make it a great year in 2024, and I wish all of you guys as much success as possible. And why not, while we're at it, while we're in 2024, let's make this the new best baseball podcast in the world. What do y'all say? It's up to you guys to do it. I'm going to commit to doing this on a consistent basis. So if you guys share it and show me the love, it's just going to continue to give me that motivation to sit here behind the microphone every single time I come to podcast and give you guys the content you deserve to help further your baseball career. So what do y'all say? We're in this together. You guys make this the best baseball podcast in the world, and I'll keep putting the content out. I'm trying to continue to grow my personal brand here in 2024. More podcasting, more YouTubing, more coaching content all across Instagram and TikTok. So if you're not yet, make sure you're following me on all my socials. The links will be down in the description. And you guys know I got to plug my own personal brand while we're at it. Be sure to check out 1% Athletics, where we are striving to get 1% better every single day. Because like I touched on here in the intro, that is the secret of success that you're missing and that you're searching for in your own life. When you have that mindset that you're getting 1% better every single day, that's all you got to do. You have those non-negotiables that you're doing. I promise when you look back at the end of the year, you're going to be in a different place. And speaking of personal brands, that's actually what I want to talk to you guys about today. Because when I look at all you guys that are in high school or college, or even some of you youth guys that are already pretty good with social media, it just takes me back to when I was in high school, when I was in college, and it makes me wish I had the opportunities on social media like you guys have now presented to you. And while social media was a thing while I was playing in high school and college, creating content to the degree that you create content these days was not the thing to do. There weren't very many, if many people at all, doing it. You have your guys like Christian Guzman in the fitness industry that was just basically recording his workouts. You had obviously the Paul brothers, making the vlogs and the funny content that they made. But all in all, there wasn't a lot of people creating content. There wasn't coaching content. There wasn't day in the lives. There wasn't, vlogs, at a high school baseball game or during a college road trip or anything like that. So I just think back to when I was in high school, I was in college, and just a lot of the things that I went through. And, even back then, Instagram, you couldn't even post more than a 15-second video. Now you can post a whole 10-minute video on there if you want to. You have the Reels feature on TikTok where, the algorithm allows you to be found by anybody in the world. So when I think about all those things, and like I said, putting together things that I went through in my career and just some of the experiences I had, both good and bad, all the road trips, all the failures, all the cool places around the world I got to see, all those memories that you make with teammates when you're on the road just doing stupid stuff. I know I had this old memory on a Facebook page that used to always pop up from like around April-ish, because we were down at the conference tournament, maybe beginning of May. Time period doesn't really matter, but we were in the conference tournament, and we were just messing around the hotel, and we had this little stupid joke. We'd fill up a bucket of water and we'd lean it up against our teammate's door and we'd knock on it, run away, and they'd open it and the water would fall and get all over their shoes, all over their feet, all over their pants, and we did it to a bunch of people. So just having stuff like that, if I would have had a GoPro going and been able to capture that content and make it into a vlog, would have been really cool, not only at the time just to show what a college athlete's going through, but even now just to look back on and look at some of those memories that I had when I was playing college baseball. So building a brand, your own personal brand, that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, because when I look out there, I see so much opportunity for you guys. It is unbelievable. And when you start thinking about, all the NIL deals that are going on in college sports, you have, guys like Tommy Tanks being at, where was he at? Not South Carolina. The others, was it the Wolfpacks? North Carolina? No, not North Carolina. NC State Wolfpack. That's where he was. North Carolina State. I knew it was one of those Carolinas. I couldn't think of which one it was. He transfers to LSU. He gets this big NIL money from LSU donors. You have guys like Chase Burns, the big relief pitcher, the big arm there on the Tennessee College World Series team that he's now transferred to Wake Forest. Same thing. You got big donors throwing money at him with the NIL stuff. Being able to just partner with brands and have brand deals. You think of college athletes like Olivia Dunn, the gymnast from LSU, and you look at the kind of brand deals she's been able to get for herself. I mean, she has millions of followers on her social media, on her Instagram. Obviously, she's very attractive, but even just as an athlete having that brand, it goes more in depth than just that. So when I look at these high school guys, these college guys, and I just see the opportunity that y'all have with everything going on in your life, it's just like, it's mind-blowing to me that social media would be the last of your concerns. I look at a lot of the kids that are in my own organization, the OPAJs down here in Houston, and especially like those older guys, the 7th, 8th grade high school guys, and a lot of them have social media, but I guess the cool thing to do as a kid is to have the social media, not ever make any kind of post on your feed. Maybe every once in a while you do make a post and it's just a carousel post of a bunch of pictures with like a music quote, like standing on business or been a trip, something like that. Just those captions that kids make, motivating captions, alpha captions, whatever you want to call it. And then they just post in their stories, and then from there, it's just, liking people's pictures, probably communicating in DMs, but that's about the extent that they'll use like Instagram or TikTok. They'll have a TikTok account, but they won't even post any kind of content on it. And so it's just, I don't know if that's like the cool thing to do as a high school kid, or if they're just not interested, or maybe if you guys just don't know the direction to go. But if I was you guys, what I would be doing is, honestly, I would be doing exactly what I'm doing myself. I would take the D formula and I would apply it to all my social medias. It's very simple, especially if you're an athlete that wants to get recruited to play college sports. Like, if you can already have that brand built up, just imagine how that's going to help you in your recruiting needs. I know all you guys, baseball guys especially, follow Max Clark. Like, he's a big guy that you idolize for you high school age guys. Think of somebody like him who he built a Instagram following, a social following, where he has more followers than a lot of Major League Baseball players. Like, he's that much of a household name. So if you guys just committed to building your own personal brand and just taking the time to post on social media, you have plenty of content to post. You don't even realize it. You guys are so busy. You have so much that you have to put out there. You could begin building your own brand, and by the time you're a senior in high school or a freshman in college, you could honestly have your whole business life already taken care of and be able just to go play baseball and enjoy it. So if I was you guys, let me tell y'all what I would do. I'm going to lay the groundwork for you right here. I would make a Twitter, I would make an Instagram, and I would make a TikTok, and I'd probably make a YouTube. I'd go with all four. My bio is going to have all of my personal information, my name, my graduating class, positions I play, school I go to, height, weight, SAT, ACT, GPA, All that kind of information is going to be there in my bio. And all I'm going to post on all those feeds is any kind of workout video, like actually lifting. I'm going to make gym content, lifting content of you hitting your lifts, so whether you're deadlifting, squatting, benching, doing plyometrics, box jumps, small hurdle jumps, running, sprints, any of that kind of stuff, I'm going to post on there. I'm going to post all of my baseball footage, so any kind of cage sessions, any kind of fungo sessions, and then I'm also going to have all my game highlights on there. And because I'm a kid and I have just as much free time on my hand as I need, I'm going to learn how to start editing stuff. So I'll tell you guys the two editing programs I use for my desktop computer. I'll use Final Cut Pro. I'm still very much a beginner at learning how to edit videos, but I do have a very simple template I use where it's already in a TikTok vertical video size. It has the J logo where it's already on the video for that brand image, and then from there it's just put the video in, adjust the size and kind of location of the video to make it centered and on the actual video, and then just edit it down from there. And I could edit a 30-minute video and get like 15 clips out of it, because I'm just gonna go through. I'll get a small 2-minute portion, I'll cut the front end, I'll cut the back end, delete those two, hit export, download my file, and then go back and undo both of that to where I'm back to the whole video. And I'll delete that clip that I just exported, and this is going to be my new starting point now for the rest of the video. For my phone, I don't really edit videos that much on my phone anymore, just because I do have access to the computer with Final Cut Pro. But on my phone, I have an app called Splice, and I actually paid for it for the year subscription, so I get some of the other beneficial features that it has on it. One feature it does have is where I can mask another video on top of a video. So if I wanted to do like a swing analysis and I wanted to put my face on the video like in a circle box, I'm able to do that. So that's just one little cool trick I've learned just off the Splice app. Haven't learned it on Final Cut Pro. But those are the two video editing programs that I use. So very simple to use. Tons of YouTube videos out there, obviously, for you guys to watch, to learn. But those would be two of the softwares that I would use to edit my videos. And I would just go and record all pieces of content that I can. Since I have a YouTube channel, I would also vlog myself. I'd pick probably one day a week to make just YouTube style vlog content where I'm just filming my day in the life of what I'm going through, from waking up all the way through all my workouts, schoolwork, practice, cage sessions, late night lifts, all of that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and vlog that, put it in a vlog for YouTube. And then at this point, I'm just going to continue building that brand, guys. And I'm going to post content every single day. Get in a routine where you have something to post. Obviously, you want to focus on TikTok and Instagram Reels, because those are going to be the two places that are going to grow your audience the fastest. But I'm going to diversify out my content through all of those 4 social platforms. Obviously, we know Twitter for baseball players is going to be more geared to recruiting. So on that Twitter account, you have that bio that has all your information. Then I'm just going to go through and I'm going to start finding college coaches and other baseball organizations like 5 Tool, Perfect Game. There's a lot of uncommitted baseball accounts out there that'll retweet stuff for guys that are uncommitted. I would follow all those kind of accounts. Everything I'm interested in, I'd keep it a straight business feed. That's me trying to get a college job, continuing to build that brand, and again posting those same kind of videos. Instagram, TikTok, I'm gonna be more friendly. Like, I'm gonna follow my friends on it, but it's still, the Instagram and the TikTok are geared towards my brand that I'm building. Whether that's something that you have an actual name on, like for me, I have 1% Athletics, 1% Better is the mindset. Or if you just want to do it under the brand of your own name of who you are, that's cool. And then YouTube, like I said, I would put all videos on YouTube. Honestly, I would do those vlogs, but even just now with YouTube Shorts and the way the algorithm works for YouTube Shorts, that's going to be a quick way to gain subscribers on your channel. So any kind of video that I post on Instagram or TikTok, I'd also quickly upload it to YouTube. So now it's on all 4 places. And like I said, I'm just going to consistently post over the course of time. And eventually you're going to start building that following. You're going to start building that fan base. And, you know, it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. I can tell you that for sure. Like anyone who thinks they're going to start making any kind of content or do any kind of a social page and just start it, and within a month you're going to be at like 10,000 followers and then 100,000 followers. Like it doesn't work that way. Even some of the guys y'all follow in the industry, it's taken them years and years and years to be able to grow their followings. One of my favorites, Robbie Rowland, he started growing his Instagram page about the same time I started building my own brand back in like 2018. I remember when he had 15,000 followers, and now you look at his page and he has like 120,000. So 2024, that's what, 6 years ago? So it's taken him 6 years to go from 15,000 to 100 plus thousand following. But now because he has that following, he's been able to build that personal brand, the Robbie Rowe Show. All of that goes into it. So same for you guys, and I'm here to encourage you guys to do it. It does become work, but I think over time, when you kind of build that routine, you build that process, it does become fun. And obviously, when you start bringing your friends in and they're making content with you, that's just another form of fun and enjoyment that you have and memories that you can make. And obviously, the ultimate payoff, you guys, like the more you continue to grow this brand, as you start getting older, you become a senior in high school or freshman in college, and you get to where you have a 50K following or 100K following, or if you actually just really blow up and you get to like 500,000, 600,000, those really big brands or those really big pages, then brands are going to start reaching out to you. You're going to have Bruce Bolt, for instance, reaching out to give you a affiliate marketing for batting gloves. So now you can be a Bruce Bolt baseball player, making videos with your Bruce Bolts on, game clips with your Bruce Bolts on, having drip, having swag, and then you can have that affiliate code. And now you can push people, hey, go buy some Bruce Bolts and you're going to get a discount. And now you're getting that kickback from Bruce Bolt where you're making some money. So you can be a college baseball player and say you're making $1,000 a month just because you're posting a video with Bruce Bolt's discount code on there. Now do that for 3 or 4 other brands, and you're bringing in an income for yourself where you're able to have a little bit of freedom there in college. And from a baseball perspective, obviously the more eyes that you have on you, the more opportunities that you're going to be able to have. So even from a college perspective, you guys got to realize that college is a business. And especially now with the way things are in the transfer portal and how competitive the whole Division I landscape has become, especially with these big programs where you got to win today. It's not about the next year or the year after that. It's about winning today. If you're a guy that maybe you're comparable to another player, say you're not like the elite top of the class, but you are like a Power 5 Division I player, but you're kind of there on the fringe, and it's someone that you're competing against that has very similar skill set and tools to you. But let's say you have the social following of 400, 500,000, even 100,000, and they have no presence on social media. Well, that's going to give you leverage because now the school can leverage you as the player using your likeness with your following to increase their business, to increase their brand. So you guys got to think of it in that aspect, that this is now part of your recruitment. If you begin building that brand, you start getting those college coaches following you, or even just having a big network in general. The more people you have following you and you're posting, different kind of workout clips, motivational clips, baseball game clips, and you do something cool, maybe you hit like a really far home run, or you make a diving catch, or you just make a really cool like motivational edit montage workout type video, and all these accounts just start resharing your stuff. Now more eyes are getting on you, so now you can think about college coaches seeing you, MLB scouts, MLB organizations, and just the way that that's going to help give you exposure. So when you think about it, you guys are living in a prime era, and have a prime opportunity on your hands. And I don't know if you guys actually truly understand that yet. And just the fact that you guys can be very young and build these big social followings and be able to have a brand and income for yourself that really can make you be able to live very comfortably at a very young age while you're in school or even once you get out of school. Because, hey, the reality is when you get out of school, at some point, baseball is going to end. Even if you go play professionally, baseball is going to end at some point. So you got to have another means to make money. And if you're someone like me that doesn't want to wear a suit and tie every day and go work a 9 to 5 and sit in traffic on the way to work and on the way home, then you're going to have to find a way to make some money. So if you already have a brand built, now you can use that to leverage a business out of it, whether you want to do any kind of online training or even just from the brand deals that you get. Like, there's just so many avenues that you're able to go with that. But it starts today with you taking that step to start building that brand. So high school guys, college guys, I can't tell y'all, baseball season is about to start. Literally, you have a camera attached to your phone. Start recording every single thing that you do. Just record it, document it, and just start putting it together. And once you can figure out the process, I promise you it becomes easy. That's the biggest thing. Figuring out the process, figuring out the routine. I'll give you guys a little insight into how I do my stuff. I have a Google Drive, and I have it broken down into 3 folders. It's my content creation folder, my content that's ready to post, and then I have all my content that I've posted on social. So anytime I record any kind of video, it goes into my content creation post. And I have that broken down into subcategories of folders. And in all those subcategories is, like a hitting video, workout video, defense videos. And I just put all those there. Probably a few times a week, when I get some free time on my hands, I'll download those videos, go through, watch them, edit them. I'll export those files on the computer, and then I upload those to the ready to post folder. Within that ready to post folder, again, I have a bunch of subfolders, subcategories. Again, hitting, defense, J's stuff, just all the different categories of contents that I'm going to post. I put all those videos in those folders for where they're supposed to go, and then I have another folder that's all my weekly posts. All my posts that I'm going to post for the week. And I have it broken down by folders. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So from all that content that I have already edited, I will go through and move that content to a folder for a day of the week. So say Monday, I have a video of one of my lessons that I recorded talking about keeping your bat in the zone. I'm going to move that to Monday. Tuesday, I have a double play video where I'm talking about feeds at second base. I'm going to move that to Tuesday, and so on and so forth. I do that for every day of the week. So eventually, when you go through and you edit enough content, you're able to get ahead. So like, for example, right now, between not only my personal account, but my Jay's business account, between those two folders, or those 2 accounts, with the amount of content that I have edited in my folders, I could post 2 times a day for 6 weeks and not run out of videos before I would have to edit another one. So I'm like way ahead on content created. So now for me, all it is downloading those videos on a day-to-day basis and putting that content out there. So that's insight for you guys on how to do this. But like I said, man, you have a camera attached to your phone. It's very easy. You don't have to invest any kind of money on getting a microphone, getting a nice camera. If you want to do that stuff to just add value to your content, you can. But just to get started, man, just turn your phone around and start videoing. Video every time you go to the cage. Video every time you take defense. Start getting game at bat videos from your parents and start building out these social accounts, guys. And don't be afraid to post. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a social thing. I don't know if it's like being afraid of your friends making fun of you, or even maybe you just are not interested in doing it, which if you're not interested, I hope listening to this podcast changes that view for you, because there's so much upside on what you guys could potentially gain from this that I encourage you to do it, because in 5 years, when you become more mature, you're going to look back and be happy that you did. So So I really encourage you guys to, whatever is holding you back from putting that kind of content out there, take that step and do it. It's going to benefit you guys, and you'll thank me later. And honestly, it'd be pretty cool for you guys to make some content and to be able to collaborate with you guys. Like, I know Eric Sim, I like a lot of his content. He collaborates with, high school and college guys all the time, since he's, the king of JUCO. Just doing stuff like that, guys, just it provides you with so many opportunities. So in 2024, I want to see more of you guys creating content. Take your future in your hands. Get yourself out there. Get yourself exposure. And just have some fun, man. I promise it'll become something that you begin to enjoy. Like I said, once you build that routine, it's going to be very simple and easy to stick with it. But it starts with picking up that camera and recording yourself first. So in 2024, like I said, we got two things to worry about. First off, let's make this the best baseball podcast in the world. Share it out to your friends. Let's get dirty talking baseball down in the dirt, baby. And all you guys are going to start making content on your own. And, I just ask you continue to share mine, continue to support me. Make sure you're following me on all my social channels. And as always, I appreciate all the support. Don't forget to get 1% better every single day. You got 365 opportunities to do it this year. Don't slack. Win every single day. It only takes a little bit of effort to get that 1%. And, how bad do you want to be great? It's a very simple question. Thanks for listening, guys. Until next time, I'm out.